Another day, another PDF file to download. You know, the underground and even mainstream music scene is like the movie Crank. It's a complete shit show. There's so much going on plot wise. Some scenes you definitely don't agree with. It blurs the lines between entertainment and the reality of what a man would really do in Jason Statham's character's role to survive. But you just can't help but to enjoy the movie and then watch the sequel after. By the time you're done with both films, you're questioning why these were made in the first place, and then you realize you could have been doing something productive with your life. So let's talk about the Zillakami situation. Zilla, aka Junius, I think is how you say this dude's name, because you're gonna need to know it. It's gonna be on the register soon, apparently. Junius Donald Rogers. That sounds like a name that definitely would go into the PDF files, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So blame his parents for this. Has recently found himself in a local kid's playpen trying to strike a chord with a minor. But in all seriousness, these allegations alleged are absolutely disgusting and honestly make me think, WTF is going on in these musical circles, concerts, and groups. So I'm not going to sit and act like I'm the biggest Zillakami fan or anything like that, but I have been knowing about his music and City Morgue since about 2016, 2017, when they were really starting to blow up and popping with like the 13 Shiners music video and stuff like that. They have a very new metal-esque type situation going on. They rap, but like it sounds more like screamo or something along the lines of that. So I'm very familiar with City Morgue, Zillakami, and his protege. I forget his name at the moment, but I'm very familiar with their music. I got a couple of tracks of theirs, and I've bumped their music in the gym from time to time. So apparently, the story is a couple years ago, there was a young lady who Zillakami was messaging on Instagram. The messages should be on the screen. And I'm just going to go ahead and read the messages that were proven to be real, apparently. So on the left is Zilla, and then on the right is the young lady. I don't know the young lady's name or anything besides the fact that she was underage when they had this whole interaction. So clearly you can see Zilla says, "You go to school anyways, that's something, LOL." And then you can see the response that the young lady has, but that doesn't even matter. Actually, it does matter anytime, but it won't be like last time. "I have a boyfriend, thank you." Dude asked, "Do you still do shrooms?" Like, so apparently Zilla knows that this individual is underage and is like 15 at this time, and is talking about, watching an anime and it's trippy and blah, 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 whatever, right? Okay, cool. So the fact that you're even asking a minor if she partakes in happy vegetables is questionable at that. Like, I'm not understanding where the disconnect is and why you feel like you should be hanging out with people that you naturally should be babysitting. Like, I don't, I just don't understand. And then let's roll it back to the fact that Zilla used to be real tight with Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? So they fell out for, I guess, Tekashi being a snake or whatever the story was for that. But in the midst of that, you knew Tekashi had his situation going on, striking a chord with a minor. And either you knew about it back then and partook in it in some way, shape, or form, and we just didn't know, or you didn't know, and then after you found out with the rest of the world, you still decided to go ahead and then partake inside the playpen, the Chuck E. Cheese, the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, whatever. Like, I'm not understanding how you could see a ex-protege, a ex-person that you used to do songs with and feature with, make this mistake, and then you make the same mistake. Apparently his reason is he was depressed. So there's a couple tweets that I'm going to go ahead and read that show what this whole situation even was. So the tweet, this is from the young lady. It says, I want to address the rumor going around involving my identity. Somebody posted a fabricated screenshot of me saying I was involved with Zillakami when I was 16. The screenshot is fake, but there's truth to the story. I've left this part of my life in the past, and I want to keep it that way, but now I feel like I must say something as the story has gone out without my consent, and I want to tell my story on my own terms. Okay, bull. So, next tweet. I was 14. 14. I want to really, really get you guys to understand that 14 is just 4 years older than 10 years old. 10 years old is only 5 years older than 5. I understand that there's numbers in the middle of that, but 14 years old is 4 years older than 10. That's what? That's what, freshmen? Freshmen in high, and I'm talking the freshest of freshmen. Like, this is first day of school. I believe high school is like High School Musical, Hannah Montana freshmen. They don't understand that high school is more so, I don't even know, bro, but like 14, bro. I was 14 when Zillakami first reached out to me via DM. He was fully aware of my age. I was honest about it when we hung out the first time. Nothing actual happened, but he did give me shrooms. I was starting to have a bad trip, and he sent me a car home. The second time we hung out, I was 15, sophomore. This time we engaged in actual intercourse. I had a lot of respect for him as an artist back then, but after that time, I didn't see him the same way after that. I didn't hear from him again until months later when he messaged me again. I just started talking to someone who is now my ex. He asked to hang out, and I said we could, but it wouldn't be like last time because there was someone I was trying to be serious with, my ex. After I told him that, he stopped messaging me, and we didn't talk ever again. So, bro, when I tell you I don't even touch situations like this, I don't really care for what rappers and entertainers have going on, but it's Zilla's response that made me have to put a video out to this. And here's how you know this nigga is guilty, bro. Uncle Ruckus on the stand, finger pointing, that nigga is guilty. So you can clearly see right here, it's a little like compilation of tweets that Zilla had said. This nigga said, dealing with severe depression during and after the last tour ended me up in the clinic, where I was told by doctors I needed time to focus on myself, something I've always put to the side while trying to make sure everyone around me was good, which had me mentally at my lowest. I've been pretty low mentally, bud, and I've never looked at a kid and thought about taking him on a stroll, all right? I've been to some pretty low points in my life, and I've never thought to go rob a cradle or go hold hands with a child, all right? That wasn't my son in a parental way. I'm not understanding how you can sit and say you were at your lowest point, and that makes you go diddle a toddler, okay? I'm not, bro, from Dr. Disrespect, Zillakami, Bino from Homicide, who else do we got? We got what's his name? Autumn. It's too many people for my brain to even think about. What is with these entertainers and just having just ill will sexually with minors, women, even men, bro? Like, you are a rapper. You have at least a platform. I don't know how your money's looking or anything like that, but you have people that are in your comments, in your DMs, that are following you, that you could pick, who I'm sure are 25, 21, in their 30s, in their 40s, and you decide to go all the way back in time. You didn't go back to the future. You went back to the past. You decide to go all the way back in time and pick somebody who could hardly tie their damn shoes and probably prefer to still be in Heelys. I'm not getting it, bro. Like, and here's how I know. Here's why I assume this dude did it. So when City Morgue first came out, right, they were getting a lot of buzz for their music videos, which I probably have looping on here. Maybe not. they were known for their videos being absolutely batshit insane. From people doing like heroin in the video, dipping their cigarettes and I think like meth or something. I don't know. There was all sorts of just low, degenerate, back alley, Al Simmons Spawn type shit going on in these music videos. And it's very well known that this dude is very much into like new metal, and like anime. I don't know what it is with like rappers who love anime to the point where they have to be sexually deviant. Like a rapper that I rock with, who I really hope and pray that this nigga never has any allegations come out against him, is like Rob Banks. But it's all in his music. The fact that anime is just littered throughout this nigga's like sexual fantasies, bro. And it's actually appalling. Zillakami is one in the same. Like he's very in tune with anime and things like that. So like the girl, who I don't know this young lady's name, but she's Asian, okay? So this, just from this picture right here alone, I know he did it, bro. Like, I know for a fact, I ain't gonna say for a fact, I'm not Judge Dredd, but from her aesthetic and then what he said, I know he did it. And then even if we go back to what he said, if we zoom in, this nigga said, dealing with the person that was around me, using me, while knowing I was not able to comprehend their ulterior motives, they took advantage of me, being blind to what they tried to sell me as love. But it was, what? I didn't even read this, but it was only love until they no longer had access to me or the things that I could provide for them, trying to isolate me from my loved ones and friends while trying to sedate me by introducing me to harmful substances alter my state of mind and keep me in the dark of their real nature. So this nigga, not only did he literally just admit it, so now I don't even have to say, here's why I think he did it. We know that he's a certified PDF, and you're telling me that you as a 20-something-year-old are sitting here fully capable of a functioning brain, besides the fact that you've made it deteriorate and rot with the amount of drugs that you do, are going to go and say that a 15-year-old manipulated you into believing what love was. A 15-year-old hardly knows where their butthole is, dog. Like, 15 is 5 years older than 10. A 15-year-old is in what, algebra 1, algebra 2? Like, I don't even know what I was doing at 15. When I was 15, bro, I think I could hardly really get all the ingredients to a sandwich together, bro. You're trying to tell me that a 15-year-old manipulated you into potentially loving them, and then they used you and had ulterior. What are you talking about, gang? Like, cause see, now I'm starting to get mad because I'm a parent myself, and my son's 5. So if you mean to tell me that my son aged 10 years from where he is now and had a situation like this happen, and a nigga made a post like this, I'm absolutely seeing red until they're seeing black, and that's all they could see. Because what are you talking about? And I'm not trying. Matter of fact, that's it. That's it, because I'm going on 13 minutes, and I don't want this to be any more than 15. But that is the situation. Zillakami is one of the newest members right after Dr. Disrespect, and the list just continues to grow and grow and grow. So what do you guys think about this situation? Because it's appalling, bro. Like, another one in the bag. Like, Chris Hansen would be making a major comeback if How to Catch a Predator was still running, because this shit is crazy. So you guys hop in the comments if anybody's watching this. Let me know what y'all think about this. And matter of fact, let's make some predictions of who we think would be the next PDF file, bro. I don't want to throw a name out there, but I definitely want to see a couple of predictions, because this is absolutely insane, bro. All right, with that being said, y'all have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. I'm out.